All right, traders, it is Monday, July 1st, 2024. Happy 4th of July week this week. So short week for the markets, but a great week for us. We're off to a rocking start today. So the fireworks have started 3 days early. We booked 3 winners today. I'm going to get into those. If you stick around, I'll show you those trades. Talk to you about a few others that we're going into. And if you stick around too, I'm going to review the portfolio today, show you all the trades we're in, where we are on trades, and get a sense of what we're doing in the account right now. So I want to make sure that we cover everything with you guys tonight and give you a sense of where we are. So we're not going to go through charts. We already did that. There's a whole video on that. If you look earlier today, you can see the video session that we did with our members where we run through all of the charts and the trade opportunities and ideas. I've given you over 14 to 16 different trade ideas earlier today, so we don't need to do that tonight. What we are going to do is just run through the account, run through where we are, and then we're going to go through the portfolio trade by trade, give you a sense of what we're doing. All right, so let's jump in. Let me share my screen with you. And first thing I want to do is make sure that we move into the trade. So before we get to the closed trades, let's go back to the dashboard and wrap up today's session. So here's where we are on the session today. We ended Delta 236 on Delta 0.05, still very Delta neutral, nothing going on. The markets themselves, they had the S&P running up 0.27%, up 14 bucks. No big deal there today. We had the VIX dropping a fraction back to 1222. So VIX down, market up a bit. Not a whole lot of anything going on there. Theta 1598. So our theta is hanging in there pretty well. We did pop a new trade on prior to the close today. So we'll give you a chance to see that trade and understand what we did there. But we're at 0.31 theta, which really that 0.3 seems to be our sweet spot, especially in low volatility like we are. So with the VIX down around this 12, 13, 14 level, I expect us to be there. So that's really the sweet spot for us is that 1598. 1600 level or so right now, 0.31. Now, we did set a new all-time high today in the account again, so fantastic stuff. 516126 is our ending net lick for the session on the day. So we were up on the day despite, bonds being down a bit. But other than that, everything else was up and doing great. Like I said, we closed 3 winners today, so we'll get into those. BP usage, 313,169, which puts us, when we pull our bill out, exactly really at 50%. So we're right at that 50%. We are maintaining our accounts. We're running them exactly the way we should. We're running our trade plan the way we should. We're executing. We've got the discipline. We've got the patience. We're not just piling on trades, expanding and taking advantage of, all of this bullishness and low vol that's out there. We're just taking our time. We're planning our trades. We're trading our plan. We've got the discipline to do it. And you know what? We're not stressing at all. This is great stuff. So this is really stress-free trading here. We did book some profits today. So we started off the month already booking almost a third of our total profits that we need for the entire month. 4638, so $4,638 booked today in just the main portfolio that I'm showing you here. So already off and running. Let's take a look at our metrics for the year. Again, we are at a new all-time high that was set today. So we are up nicely on the year. We are now up basically 23% on the year. 23% on the year. We keep cranking higher. And the markets are just kind of stagnating a bit right now. It's in that sideways move. We covered those charts earlier. So with the markets moving sideways, we're actually moving up. If the markets start to move down at all, I think that'll really start to pay off for us. So we'll see some great things happen if the markets give any kind of a pullback. If they don't, we're going to continue beating the market and putting trades on overall. So 23% up for the year at the midway point in the year. So we're excited about where this can go for the year. We're averaging 3.82%. Again, this is realized gains. We're actually, the net lick itself is up 3.5% on the average for the year, and we're up over 21% in our net lick. So either way you look at it, it's all good. The way I trade is we're generating income. That income is our goal. Okay? It's not the net lick. The net lick's going to take care of itself. If we keep generating income and managing our trades, net lick's going to take care of itself, and we're going to let that power of compounding really start to churn this account and give us some great gains for the year. Our goal is 3% a month, 36% on the year. We're definitely on track for that. So working out well, love where we are, and some great stuff. So let's look at these closed trades that we talked about today. So we had a strangle in the Aussie dollar. So an Aussie dollar strangle closed today. We booked $1,600 on that. Took 40 days, and that was a return of 27% on the margin that was used. So 27% return on margin in 40 days for the Aussie dollar strangle. We also had an RTY strangle come off. This thing booked $1,425 in just 24 days in the trade, 10% return on margin. So again, 10% in 24 days, not too shabby. And then we also rolled the short puts of our put debit spread on one of our XL112 trades. We rolled that up for $10.75. I did drop a video for you, even though it's a members only thing, because we're doing a little promotion this week. Hopefully excite you and inspire you enough to want to jump in and see what we're doing. Watch our members hitting new all-time highs. Watch our members being successful. Watch the trades I'm making. Understand the strategies more. If that's something you want to do, join the Discord, and we're giving you a fantastic deal to do that. You can check that out in the description. But if you sign up by the 5th this week, use the code 40OFF, 40OFF, and you get 40% off the first month. It'll pay for itself so quickly that it'll be a figment of your imagination. By the end of the first month, you will have started to make money. That also applies to both the Income Navigator portfolio, which I'm showing you now, as well as the Active Trader portfolio. I'll give you some ideas on what we're doing in Active Trader, but we've now booked 28 winners in 34 trades so far in the last couple months on that portfolio. So if you want to get in there and add some more income generating strategies, come and see what we're doing in Active Trader. So that code applies to both. You can join both services. Anyway, you can see what we're doing with our XL112s. We've been doing these for a couple months now. Been a great trade for us. We do them, we put them on. It allows us to do a lot of different adjustments, bank some cash, also protect our portfolio a bit. That one returned $1,600 in 42 days so far on that roll. And we already, on that same trade, we had already rolled the naked puts up on that particular trade as well. If we want to look down in here, I believe that's this trade right here. So back on the 20th of May, we already booked $1,695 on that roll as well. So we have now generated $3,200 on this one trade, and we still have it on with plenty of juice left in the naked puts and a PDS still working. I'm excited to see where this trade takes us, but we could, I think, book another $1,600 or $1,300 or something on that particular trade. Anyway, that's where we are so far on the account. So new all-time highs today. 4th of July, you got Independence Day coming up, but it's also your independence from being a slave to just a 9-to-5 only. I want you guys to get your own financial freedom so that you have the ability to take care of your family, enjoy your life, okay, and do all of those things that you want to do. Don't give up the 9-to-5. Add to it, add an extra stream of income. Put out a video a couple of days ago on the millionaire habits. If you haven't seen that, go check that video out. But one of the things we talked about there is having multiple streams of income. You got your 9-to-5, your W-2 income. Okay, maybe you own a business, maybe you own some real estate. If you're trading, or you have dividends, or you have some other ventures that you want to get into, or it's collectibles or something like that. Create as many streams of income as you can. 5 to 7 is typically the right amount for you. You want to have multiple streams of income. We're showing you how to do that. We're focusing right now on the trading aspect, but we're giving you the mindset, and we're giving you all of the ideas on how to actually increase your streams of income. We're going to get into some of that dividend income as well. It's not my favorite thing because I think trading pays a whole lot more, but you can parlay trading income into dividend income at the same time, and you'll be double dipping in there. We'll really go through that with you. All right, so let's take a look at the portfolio. I don't normally share this with people outside of the Discord service, but we're going to do that today. I'll take myself off the video. And just to give you an idea of what we're trading and what we're doing, knowing that we've got a little promotion going on this week. Yes, I'm selling that to you, but yeah, I'm giving you a deal on it, and I want to help you learn to trade. Okay, so come and join Igor and I, see what we're doing, and find out more about the service itself. All right, so we've got an Aussie dollar strangle on. This strangle is hours old, so it's fine. Just started that. We've got a euro strangle that's on. This thing is 3 days in. We're up 27% in 3 days on that trade. Oil, we've got a 112 trade on oil. This thing's up 93% in about 50 days. Here's another 112 on oil. This thing's up 75% in just 20 days. Here's a strangle on oil. This thing took a little bit of a hit today as oil popped a bit. And we've been looking at oil, and we talked to the members about it today. Oil is in a very bullish state right now. It's breaking out to the upside. So yeah, Strangle's going to get a little tested here, but it's only down a couple $100. No big deal. And then we've also got a naked put. This thing is up 27% in just 13 days there as well. Take a look at some of the ES trades. We've got a put debit spread that's going to expire in 18 days. Sitting out there as a nice little hedge for us right now. We've got a strangle down just a couple $100, but the strangle on ES doing just fine for now. We've been in it for a while. Nothing to do here. Here's a long-term 112 trade. We'll be making some adjustments on this trade tomorrow. It's up 95%. This trade will get adjusted off tomorrow. Hedges, as we always do. Long-term 112 here. This thing is also probably going to get adjusted tomorrow as well. So we'll be booking some of the profit and making some changes into its structure as well. But it's up another $4,000 here. So between these two, you've got almost 3,900 on one and a little over $4,000 on another. So right there, those two providing about $8,000 worth of income that we'll realize here shortly. I've also got a long-term 112 sitting down here for August 30th. That thing's up nicely, 85% in just 62 days. Booked $3,200 in income on that so far. Another 112 sitting out here, up 55% in 42 days. We've got an XL 112 trade here that's already had some significant adjustments done to it. So this one's in great shape. We've already generated a bunch of cash from this, and it's still sitting in a pretty good shape to generate some income. You can't really take these P&Ls here because Tasty messes all of them up when you roll trades. But this one's doing great here. October 18th, we made some adjustments to this trade today. Or not to this one. This is a standard long-term 112. I'm sorry on that. This thing's up 27% in just 10 days. That thing's off and rocking. Here's the 112 XL that we adjusted today. We've already made 2 adjustments on this. Again, you can't use Tasty Trade P&Ls because these things have been rolled. So it doesn't really match up anymore. But we've pulled $3,200 out of this, and we still have another $1,200 left in naked puts. So this thing could generate close to $5,000 on that one by the time it's done. Got a naked put sitting here at 15% in 5 days. Got another XL 112 trade sitting down here just working, and look at this. It's giving us almost taking up no delta, 19 delta on this particular trade. Overall, giving us really nice theta. So this thing cooks with a pretty nice wide PDS, nothing to do on that particular trade. Let's get into some of the gold plays we have. We've got a PDS that we've already adjusted and taken profits out of. We still have another bunch to go on this particular one. So we're sitting on a 5 wide. So this is going to give us a couple hundred, like $100 more or something like that. Again, PDS or the P&L here, not exactly correct with Tasty. But if we went to close this position right now, we'd book another, $620. out of this particular trade. So we got about $620 left on this particular trade. So again, it is 5 wide, okay, times 200. So we could still make some decent cash on this particular trade. All right, so sitting there in the money, it's already paying off, but we could close it today and pull about 600 and some dollars back out of this particular trade, which we may do and just get that thing off the books. We're sitting here on another gold strangle. This thing's up 35% in 14 days. We've got a 120-day naked put on this thing's up 20% in 45 days. Those are in great shape. On the NASDAQ, we've got a 112 trade up 87% in 53 days. That thing's cooking along. Bonds were the weak point today on bonds with a decent sized drop in bonds. However, this particular strangle actually rose on the session, up another $421. So this strangle is doing well, up 32% overall in that strangle. Got a 112 trade here. It dropped a bit today, mainly because of the long puts, not the naked puts. Okay, naked puts are fine on it, but the long puts, which is kind of weird on this one, don't necessarily trust the numbers on this thing, but down a little bit today on this one as volatility adjusts itself out on bonds. Here's another strangle on bonds. This one was down a fraction today, but it's still up 32% in 24 days. And then we also have a naked put here. This one's down 90%. So this one's only 3 days old. And when you get hit with a pretty good couple down days back to back on bonds, that'll get you. AMD, we're sitting here on a put debit spread. This thing is just flat, doing nothing right now. We've got our bill account, which is generating cash for us. Palantir trade that we're in, we do a pretty unique style of put credit spread that we use in this account. This thing's up 72% on Palantir. And then we're sitting on some leaps in TLT. Now, I am bullish on bonds for the long term. Short term's getting a little bit of a hit right now, but I am bullish longer term on that. So we're in TLT with some leaps. This one's down a little bit right now with a little bit of a hit the last couple days, but it's all good. We're pretty sized correctly on this. So we'll be looking to add some more trades in here as we can. So there's a good overview of the portfolio and what we're doing right now in the portfolio. If you want to follow us, I'm giving you the deal. Okay, it's 40% off your first month here. Come and join us, see what we're doing, learn some strategies, help you put together a new trade plan to make yourself more valuable, and then follow along with all the trades we're putting out. You're getting dozens and dozens of alerts every single week, not just from Igor and myself, but from other members and some of the higher end contributors in the group. You're probably getting 20 to 30 trade ideas a week, and you're in a group of really, really smart people communicating. So you're in a great organization to help yourself grow and learn how to fish for yourselves, okay, and then stay and enjoy the group and learn some of the new strategies that we're doing. All right, if this video was helpful to you and you got something out of it, do me a favor, okay? I'm providing you some of this free content here. All I ask is that you click the like button down below. If you like what I'm sharing, if you're getting some value out of it, please click the like button. If you would too, in the comments, drop a comment. What's your takeaway from today? What's something positive that you learned from this video today? Drop some takeaways down there. Don't just ask questions on it. Put some takeaways. What'd you get out of this? What's helpful so that I understand what you're getting out of this as well. So like it, click the notifications as well. Become a member of the YouTube channel here, so you're getting alerts. A lot of content today. We're going to be piling out content all week this week. We've got a great session tomorrow with Igor and myself. If you want to see that, it is members only. So come and join that. So if you can, join up tonight, join up in the morning. Come and see Igor and I at noon tomorrow as we put out some great content, give you some great trade ideas. We want to help you achieve your goals and hit that financial freedom. And this is the week to do it. All right, you guys take care, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.